not going to be happy. They're going to be working late. They're going to be lonely. They're going to have 7 cats and a couple of STDs.
Ladies, if you don't settle for just any man now, you're going to be miserable. You're going to just have cats. In your 50s, you'll be lonely. Hey people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. So today's video is a video of a pastor who stood on the pulpit and was telling women that now they think it's all fun and games now when they are just saying that, oh, they are single, they don't have the inconveniences of having a husband, and now they can go to spa, they can do whatever they want, that now they are enjoying the moment. But wait till their 50s when they are alone with cats, they don't have children, they don't have anybody to do life with, and in Christmas they are alone, that then they should come and tell him that they are winning. I just can't help myself just hearing this pastor, which is definitely a man, coming to tell women and give this fear-mongering about women, telling women that choose to be single by choice and even go childfree by choice, that they are going to be lonely and with cats. Please, I want to know what you think about the video, which we're going to play in a minute. Let me know what you think about this statement down, or what he said down in the comment section. Love to know what you think. But with that all said, guys, let's go check out this video.
By 2 feminist women talking about how wonderful their life is because they don't have a husband, they don't have children. So they're showing, oh, today I slept in, I went to the spa, I went to Belize. They just talk about how nice their life is because they don't have the inconvenience of a husband and children. And these are young women who have been perpetually lied to. And I'm just telling you, if they do a follow-up at 50, they're not going to be happy. They're going to be working late. They're going to be lonely. They're going to have 7 cats and a couple of STDs. And then at Christmas, they're going to be all alone, very sad. And what they're not going to post is, I'm winning.
Really? Like, for me, I find this video very, very interesting. I want to know what you think about this video down in the comment section, because this video got a couple of women talking, especially women that knows what they're talking about, okay? I feel like this is the fear that lots of the society and some men are putting in women, like, oh, you're going to die alone, you're going to be alone, you're going to be by yourself, you're going to have cats. What's wrong with having cats? They so want women to get into being in marriages, having children, and being in that situation. But always the fear is that you're going to be alone. That fear of being alone that they've inculcated into women. Oh my God. I want to know what you think about this video down in the comment section. But before we go check out what some beautiful ladies have to say about this, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, because what we do here, we have amazing conversations. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell, because you don't want to miss out on the conversation. So with that all said, guys, let's go check out people's thoughts on this, and then I'll come back and share more of my thoughts. But I want to know what you think. I don't know, but it just cracks me up. Like, really?
By now, you're all aware of the loneliness epidemic that's going on with single men. And what I find really interesting is the amount of men that are coming to their aid. And rather than trying to encourage these men to be better catches, to encourage these men to be better partners, they'd rather try to guilt trip and shame women for not choosing them. Whether it's Tyler Perry saying, even if all he could do is pay the light bill, if he loves you, take him. And now you have this pastor. A pastor sounds like he's listening to these Manosphere podcasts. Even the pastor is saying that you're going to die alone. Yeah. Even the pastor is saying that you might as well get you some cats. You didn't get that out of a Bible, pastor, but you did get it from a podcast. Why not tell these men to be better? Why not tell them to be more emotionally intelligent and to help out around the house and to be caring and thoughtful and loving, and to not think that everything revolves around them? As soon as women start decentering men, you start seeing men from the pulpit to the parking lot, sliding down the wall, throwing up and crying and all of that. It's like, they'll do anything but change. They'll do anything but improve. They'll do anything but be a better mate. So now you have this pastor trying to guilt trip and shame women for not choosing these men. There's a reason why they're not getting picked. You tell women to pick better, and when we're not picking you, you get mad about it. It's because you're not better. Telling a woman that she'll be better off with just any of these men than being alone? There are worse things than being single. There are worse things than being alone. The worst thing is actually being with somebody that makes you feel alone. But here they are from the pulpit pushing on you. You know what? You better get somebody because you're getting older. So is he. And if he's worried about being older and being alone, then he better step it up. I'm not even a single woman, but it's exhausting to me, the amount of people that don't believe that you can be single and be happy. They could believe that you could be a George Clooney and a Leonardo DiCaprio. You could be a bachelor in your 30s and 40s and 50s, and nobody bats an eye. I bet he's having the time of his life. But if a woman does it, oh, I'm sure she's miserable. Not every woman is built for that. Not every woman wants that. But she's selfish if she doesn't choose that. Because her life is all supposed to be about service and servitude to some dusty man. They hear you, Pastor, but they're not buying it. They're not going to let you convince them that they're not happy when they know that they are. They would much rather be single and selective and waiting until they find somebody that's worthy of their choice than just settle for anybody because the men out here are lonely. They're going to stay that way until they make themselves better choices. There's a woman on here that has 2 dogs and they are absolutely adorable. And she takes really good care of those dogs. Like she bathes them, gives them these like spa treatment for the dogs. I'm talking about cooking steaks for the dogs. Like the dogs eat better than some human beings. And it's just a single woman just taking care of those dogs. She treats them like they're her children. The men in the comment section, the way that they are jealous of literal animals, the way that these puppies have these men, they're boxers in a bunch. It is insane. But they feel like all that effort is wasted. Like, because they want one of them to deserve all that effort. Why isn't she making a steak for one of us? Why isn't she clipping our toenails? Why isn't she like, sir? Some of these men, they only think that women are here for their utility. You're only here to be in service to one of them. So if you're out here and you're not serving one of them, they feel like your life is being wasted. How dare you cook and clean and you're not doing it for one of us? Ciao.
Follow up at 50, they're not going to be happy. They're going to be working late.
Women's locker room talk is us talking about how we are less stressed on our own. Here's the thing, okay? My ex, I was married. I was already married. I already did the thing, right? The thing that I'm supposed to do. I did it. And I was doing everything. You know, when I moved out of the house, he insinuated he was going to take over the house, okay? I wasn't going to take possession of the house. He was going to keep it. He was going to pay me out for the house, right? And tell me why when I went by the house in the fridge, when we finally sold the house, because he admitted he couldn't keep it clean and keep on top of it because he didn't realize how much I was doing. I went to the house and the weeds, I shit you not, in the backyard, I'm 5'10". The weeds were like here on me. I cried when I saw my backyard because I was like, oh my God, I spent years taking care of this and this is what it looks like. I went inside to clean out the house because the other people needed to take possession and he wasn't doing it. He had been living there, but he wasn't doing it. So I went into the fridge and do you know what I found in the fridge? All over the inside of the fridge that he was eating out of? Mold. He hired a cleaner to come in and clean the bathrooms to help out because it was just too much to do. And the cleaner came up to me afterwards and goes, Sierra, I don't know the last time those were cleaned. When I moved out, because do you know what I realized when I moved out? For the 5.5 years together, I think he cleaned the bathroom once. He clogged the drain with his hair, shaving his head over the sink, but he cleaned the bathroom one time. We call this invisible labor, right? When I was with him, I got fed up because I used to do his laundry, my laundry, our son's laundry, all 3 of us, okay? I throw the laundry in the washing machine, put it in the dryer, take it out, go upstairs, fold all the laundry, put away his clothes in a specific order because he liked his clothes to be put away specifically, okay? And so I'm like, oh, I did all of the things. I checked all of the boxes because I'm sitting here going, I'm going to get yelled at if I don't. So I'm checking all of the boxes. I put away all of the clothes. He comes home and he complained about his underwear. The underwear that he had was put away and folded in a way he didn't like. And I remember looking at him and going, you're actually complaining about this right now? And he's like, well, I just don't like it when I pick it out and it looks that way. And I was like, you're actually going to complain right now about how I folded your laundry? He goes, well, I'm like, no. Let's get this straight right now. You're going to complain about how I went upstairs grabbed your laundry basket, brought it downstairs, put it into the washing machine, put the soap in, turned it on, took it out, put it in the dryer, turned that on, took it out, brought it back upstairs again, folded it, hung all of your clothes, and you're gonna sit here and complain that it wasn't the way you liked your underwear folded, the thing that goes on your hole? And he just stared at me, and I never did his laundry again. If something was thrown in my laundry, I got a separate laundry hamper. If something was thrown in my laundry hamper, I put it back in his. I didn't wash anything. And when I moved out, he realized he also had to do my son's laundry. Now, here's the thing about people or men who are misogynistic like that. Church, I wonder why in the last video I said that people in church culture tend to be misogynistic. I wonder where that's coming up, right? But anyways, you're not threatening anybody with a bad time in having cats and being alone and going to your family for Christmas, not having a kid to do it with. That's not terrible. That's not terrible compared to that situation where you're doing absolutely everything. I was shoveling the driveway, okay? I'm mowing the lawn at 39 weeks pregnant, mowing the lawn, okay? Right at the end of my pregnancy, I'm about to pop. I'm mowing the lawn in 30-degree weather. 30-degree weather. Because here's the thing, do you know what happened? Okay, when I was 6 months pregnant, I had my dog pass away. It was very traumatic. Clearly a lot of traumatic things have happened to me, but my dog passes away on a walk, okay? Thankfully, I had gotten a puppy for my ex as his Christmas present when I was pregnant, so that it would be trained by the time we had the baby, right? So that dog passes away. We have this new puppy. It's like a year old maybe when the baby is born. Now here's more, okay? I'm 3 months postpartum, and unfortunately my aunt herself. So I'm dealing with all of that trauma, okay? All of those things going on. And do you know what my ex says? He goes, I volunteer at the dog shelter and there's this really cute dog. And I go, I don't think I can take on another dog. And he goes, no, like, just come see her. You have to come see her. So we bring our dogs, because we had the dog that passed away, my old dog, this one down here that I still have. Her name is Callie. And the new puppy, okay? The new puppy, still alive. That dog, still alive. Takes me to the shelter. And he's like, bring the dogs, because, you know, like, see if they get along. So I'm going, and I've said no to this dog 6 or 7 times. I go to the shelter, I meet the dog. It's a nice dog. It's a huge dog, okay? 70, 80 pound dog. And I look at her, she's a year old, and I'm like, she's really sweet, but honestly, I can't take care of her. And he's like, no, it'll be fine. And I look at them, and I'm like, okay, if we say we wanted to, what's the process? And they looked at me and they go, what do you mean? And I'm like, if we wanted to adopt her, what's the process? They're like, no, he already applied last week. You've been approved. This is pickup. This is pickup. So I'm sitting there looking at this dog that is now my responsibility, on top of the old dog I have that is amazing, this other puppy at home, okay? And my newborn. Overwhelmed. Now you want to sit here and pretend to me that that situation is better than having 7 cats and living alone. Because again, remember, during all of this, while I'm taking care of these 3 dogs, a newborn, I'm doing all of the laundry, I'm mowing the lawn, I'm shoveling the driveway, I'm making the food, and he starts a fight one time because after cleaning the kitchen, I put a candy in my mouth and put the wrapper on the counter. He goes, you really gonna do that? And I'm like, what? And he goes, you're gonna put that there? And started a 2-hour fight over it. What part of that beats 7 cats and being alone? I'm sorry. I don't want to say I would even take an STI or an STD, but honestly, probably would rather take a Z-Pack for a week than be trapped in that for 20 minutes.
Please let me know your thoughts about this conversation of how women are going to be lonely, how if they don't get a man, now they're campaigning that they're living their best life, but when it's time for Christmas, they're going to be lonely, they're going to have 7 cats, Let me know your thought about this. Please go down in the comment section and share your thought. And especially the fact that it's coming from a pastor. Let me know what you think. For me, the two ladies that shared this story, because a lot of people that are sharing this story, if you guys want a part two, I'll do a part two. Let me know down in the comment section, okay? I need you guys to really listen really hard, especially women that are trying to educate younger girls and all that. Most of us were married or been married, been divorced, and we're telling you it's not worth it to settle for the bare minimum. It's not worth it to just settle for just anything just because you want to have a man. And yes, some people don't want to listen. They'll say, oh, you're married, you're on your own. Some of us are telling you out of experience, because what was told to us, the dreams that was sold to us, those dreams you saw in the movies, it's all lies. You go in there and you see weaponized incompetence, you see manipulation, you see being used because this man picked you for his own purpose. I'm not saying all men, but most men will. So rather than you, like I've said 1,000 times already on this channel, I'd rather be alone than to be in a relationship that does not serve you, a relationship that you are the woman doing all the work. You rather just be alone. You may think you're lonely, but you will see there are a lot of married women that are lonely. They have their husband, they wear a ring on their finger, but they are lonely as hell. They feel like they are in this life all by themselves. They are doing life by themselves. See, there are a lot of married women that have kids that feel like a single mama. So don't let anybody, religion, society just trick you, put that fear mongering on you, like, oh, you have to. For me, it's the fact that rather than churches, and this is something I see a lot in my society, in my culture, even churches here in Nigeria do this a lot, that they get shame women, make men the prize, because they tell women, oh, when you're your 50s, now that you're enjoying your life, if you don't get settled down, when you are old in your 50s, you're going to regret it. You're not going to regret it, lady, if you look out for yourself. If you take care of yourself, you love yourself, you get your back up, you know who you are, you heal your trauma, and you've learned to love yourself, it's a different ball game. I'm not saying that don't want a man and all that, but put yourself first. When you put yourself first, you attract the good ones. And for me, is that rather than society and religious places and all that, rather start telling men that, you know what, these women rather be alone. If you know you don't want to be alone, if you know you want a wife, if you know you want a partner to do life with, then step your game up, do better, be a better man, be more emotionally intelligent, be very active, like change your way, because these are the things the women are complaining about, they don't want to put up with anymore. Because whether you like it or not, if you meet a woman that has been married, like when I'm not talking about somebody that got married a year ago, because they're still playing at that point. I'm talking somebody that has been married for 5, 6, 10. Me, I've been married for 10. August this year, it will be 11 years. I've been married for 11 years. And I'm telling you, do it the right way, or else you will regret it. Either being married, then when you have kids, it's even the worst. We've covered that a lot already here on this channel, where we talk about how the person you choose to have kids change the dynamic of your life. It does. And the person you choose to share your life with also change the dynamic of your life. Because sometimes if you be alone, you can move at a faster pace at whatever you want to do and all that. But when you have somebody with you and you don't have the same vision, the same goal, it's just crazy. But no, rather, religious centers, pastors are telling us, women, to settle for less just because we just want to have a man, just because we are scared of being alone, when there are lots of married women that are already lonely already. My mom is still married to my dad. Should we speak to her about it? Being lonely. This just get me cracked up. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section. But please keep it respectful as always. Yeah, on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, okay? But we'll do it in a respectful way. So feel free to share your opinion, okay? Go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. Yeah, with that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.